Actually, you know what? I'll give you guys a preview. Hello everyone! Happy New Year! Woo! So I thought that I wanted to start off 2022 with a huge announcement. So, drum roll please. I self-published my first children's book. Yay! Oh my gosh, my voice just went everywhere, but so this is a children's book that I wrote and illustrated. I'm still freaking out about it because to see, you know, the actual physical copy of it in front of you, it's crazy. So I got this self-published on Amazon, so if you're interested, I'll put the link down below in the description box. But yeah, only if you're interested, no pressure. So you might be wondering, what is this book about? Well, firstly, let me show you the title. It's called When I Grow Up, I Want to Be ... by me. And then this is the back. So we got this whole, you know, cute picture, and it says, what do you want to be when you grow up? And then here is the blurb, which I'll read out to you guys. Everyone in the Dinocorn Club knows what they want to be when they grow up, except Debbie. Will her friends help her find the answer? Well, you'll only know if you read the book. And I even have my own ISBN code for this book. Every book has a unique individual code, and I have one. So yeah, that's kind of a big deal for me. But yeah, so this is the front and this is the back, and I got it glossy. First of all, you guys might be wondering, and what is a Dinocorn? Because I mentioned the Dinocorn Club. You might be wondering, like, what are these people? What are my characters? So, ta-da! This is a Dinocorn. I also have this exact page inside the book, but a Dinocorn is basically a half dinosaur, half unicorn creature. And the reason why I came up with this Dinocorn idea with this character is because when I was working at a daycare center / preschool last year, I noticed that the most popular stuffed animals were the dinosaur and the unicorn. Both boys and girls loved both of them, the dinosaur and unicorn. They were so popular, and it just made me realize, wow, kids really love dinosaurs and unicorns. In fact, I do too. And I actually had a conversation last summer with a friend, and I was asking her, like, why isn't a dinosaur unicorn a thing? They're both so cute. Why don't people, you know, combine them into one thing? So that's what I decided to do. Although apparently, you know, even though I thought that I created this thing, when I searched it up on Google, Dinocorn seemed to have already been a thing on Pinterest, so apparently I'm not the creator of it, but I made my own version of them. All the characters in my book are Dinocorns. So you guys might be wondering, why did I decide to write my own children's book? Well, let me tell you. So last year I took a gap year, so I spent a lot of my time teaching and tutoring. And so while I was teaching kids, I would either read children's books to them or I would accompany them when they read a book. So last year I felt like I read so many children's books. So after a while I thought, you know what, I want to write my own book too, because after you read a lot of children's books, you kind of get the pattern and the gist of it, and I was like, I want to write one. And so I did. And well, also because I took a gap year, right? So I had a lot of time and I wanted to make the most out of my gap year, which is also why I decided to rock on this project. My favorite types of children's books are the ones that actually have an important message to them. So I wanted to make sure that I wrote something with an important message. So I think you guys can kind of tell from the title what it is about. It's about growing up, what you want to be when you grow up. The topic of this book, this story, is very important to me, and it's something that's quite personal because after I graduated high school, I think I got even more confused with what I wanted to be, and I kept changing my mind, like, oh, I think I want to do this, no, maybe this, maybe this, maybe this, and it just got really stressful. I think finally last year I came to peace with the fact that it's okay for me to not know what I want to be later on. Like, it's okay for me to not know. I still don't know what I want to be at all, and I think a lot of people also still don't know. Everyone is different. Some people don't even find what they want to be until a lot later. So there really is no rush or no pressure. I think you just have to enjoy the process while you find it, and just enjoy life and enjoy the tiny things in life. Oh, but I don't want to speak too much of it because I don't want to spoil what happens in my story. We go through her friends. Oh, wait, I should introduce my characters to you. So her name is Debbie. She is the main character of this book, Debbie the Dinocorn. And she has 3 friends who are part of the Dinocorn Club. So this is the Dinocorn Club, which I mentioned in the blurb. Basically, those 3 friends all know what they want to be. So she feels very pressured, right? I really resonate to her a lot because that was literally me. I mean, it still is me, but now I don't know what I want to be, but I also don't give myself the pressure. I don't panic too much about it anymore. I think that this is so important to teach kids from a younger age that it's okay for them to not know. I mean, of course, I don't think they feel that much pressure, but I think it's good that they know from a younger age because, you know, already in middle school, we have to start choosing subjects that we want to do for high school, and those subjects have to, you know, correspond to the major that we want to do in university, and that major kind of has to correspond to what you want to do after you graduate university. So I feel like, yeah, in a way, we are like pressured to know what we want to do from a very young age, but that's impossible. How are we supposed to know? We have such little experience in this world. So yeah, anyways, it's a very personal and important message for me, this book. Very important. It took me around a few months to work on this project. I really enjoyed the process of it. If you guys also want to know the step-by-step process of how I wrote this book and how to write a book, if you're interested, let me know and I'll do a totally separate video on that because there's a lot to talk about. The biggest challenge for me was actually the illustrations because let me tell you something about me. I am not an artist. I'm not good at drawing. I'm really not. So this was a huge challenge for me. I think I spent a good month and a half just drawing, doing all my illustrations. Yeah, so it was very hard for me, but I'm so proud of myself. If you guys think like, oh, the drawing is like meh, it's because I drew it and I'm not so good at drawing, but I hope you guys will still like the message behind this book. I wanted to, you know, challenge myself and do the illustrations, like do everything because this project is quite personal for me, so I really wanted it to be my thing. You can now call me an author, I think. But yeah, last but not least though, I want to say a huge thanks to my friends Yuko and Yuzen because they both helped me with this project. Yuko was my editor for this book. She read through a lot of versions of my stories and she gave me suggestions on how I can make the story flow better. I really appreciated that. And I also really appreciate Yuzen who helped me with my drawing. So obviously I did my own illustrations, but he was the one who taught me how to draw specific things. Let me show you guys my first, like me trying to draw like dinosaurs and unicorns. I'll show you some pictures here. It's terrible. It's terrible, right? So Yuzen came and helped me. He taught me like step by step how to draw like a dinosaur, how to draw a unicorn, and he gave me some of his ideas of how he would put those two together, and then that kind of helped me create my version of the Dinocorn. I'm so thankful for them, especially since they're both busy with uni, so I'm very grateful. And that is it for today's video. I just really wanted to announce and talk about my book. My baby! Actually, you know what? I'll give you guys a preview. So, normally in children's book you have the title page, but then you have like another title page. This is the Dinocorn Club. So we got Debbie, we got Ruby, we got Alex, Eddie. I'll show you guys the first page of the story. Oh, like this. Okay, that's all I'm gonna show you guys. No more. If you guys want the book, then link in description box. Thank you so much for watching this video and for supporting me. I am so excited for what this year has to bring. I'm so excited for the content that I will create this year. It's gonna get better and better every year. So I love you guys so much, and I hope you all will have an amazing, fantastic 2022. See you next week. Bye bye.